CJ Plus is not only a platform for your stories, but it's also a commitment that we will stand by you in your battles for justice. Today on the show, two citizens whose loved ones were snatched away from them because of medical negligence are back on the show. First is Parikshit Dalal, who lost his young wife as she was delivering their child. The post-mortem report later revealed that there was a hemorrhage that led to her death. Possibly, Kapali, Parikshit's wife, had been dropped from the operating table. Parikshit, since then, it's been 6 years and he's been running pillar to post, going from door to door, asking for accountability, fighting for justice. And during this time, CJ Plus has been standing with him. Here is Parikshit Dalal's follow-up report.
It's been 6 years since the Citizen Journalist team has stood by Parikshit Dalal in his fight for justice. It started in 2010 when Parikshit lost his wife Kapali and their unborn child to the alleged negligence of doctors in a Bangalore hospital.
Kapali and I were expecting our first child.
She would want to sort of document herself growing big.
On April 16, 2010, we reached the hospital at about 7 in the morning.
At about 9 o'clock in the morning, Kapali was wheeled in to the operating theatre. This was to be the happiest days of her life and my life and everybody's life. And that few moments completely turned around and ended up in the most horrific day. At about 10:30, more than an hour after they took her in, the doctors came out and told us that Kapali's experienced a very severe form of anesthesia reaction. And at about 12 o'clock, 12:20 that morning, the doctors declared her dead. And they also told us that they could not save the baby.
Although the hospital claimed that Kapali died due to anesthesia reaction during her delivery, her autopsy concluded that she died due to shock and hemorrhage.
It cannot be because of an anaphylaxis or an anesthesia reaction. In this case, the only possibility is there should have been a fall inside the OT, while it could be while handling the patient in the OT table or while transferring the patient from the stretcher to the OT table.
Determined to get the guilty to book, Parikshit Dalal has been fighting a legal battle ever since. But even 6 years and multiple follow-ups later, his fight is far from over. The matter is between authorities, the Karnataka Medical Council and the Medical Council of India, and the CJ Plus team has been tracking its progress.
It has come to my notice now, we will take care of it. It would be appropriate to give them a final date to look at this case, decide this case within 3 weeks, and failing which they have to submit all the papers of this case to MCI. High Court had directed them, Karnataka Medical Council, to decide on this case within 3 months.
They have not taken action there. On that basis, the petitioner has filed an appellate in my court. So next week I have fixed the date for hearing. Simultaneously, I have instructed the KMC chief to refer it to the IMC.
Continuing his battle, CJ Parikshit Dalal spoke to us over Skype. Parikshit, what is the current status of your case?
The case started 6 years ago, and 3 years ago, the Sessions Court of Karnataka had rejected the doctor's petition to discharge the charge sheet against them. Subsequently, they have approached the High Court for relief, and that matter is pending in front of the High Court. We hope that that verdict will go in our favor and the framing of charges will proceed and the trial will begin. The Medical Council of India had ordered to take over the matter from the Karnataka Medical Council since the matter was not disposed of within the prescribed timeline. However, we still await Medical Council of India to take the matter and proceed on that front. In terms of the consumer court case, that is going on in Delhi. and we await that verdict eagerly.
It's been 6 years since you've been fighting for justice. How difficult has this battle been for you?
The fight has been extremely difficult, both in terms of emotionally and logistically. And as much as it is a fight for us to get justice, we also don't want these kind of things to happen to other patients. But however, we respect the judiciary in India, and we are sure that we will be delivered justice at some point in time.
In all this while that you have been fighting for justice, what has happened to the doctors and the hospital that you allege has been negligent?
The doctors continue to practice. 2 of the doctors are not even registered in Karnataka Medical Council. The doctors were arrested, given bail, and yet they continue to practice. The hospital continues to function as it did earlier. No action has been taken against these doctors. The State Medical Council as well as the government of Karnataka had initiated inquiries against them. We are yet to see any action being taken in those matters.
The CG Plus team has been tracking this story and will continue to do so. With Vijay Nishat Hayat and Bharat Bhushan in New Delhi, I'm Akansha Pradeep.